So Diamonds Factory and their sister company Austin and Blake are a jewelry brand with a massive number of different jewelry products ranging from rings to bracelets, pendants, absolute monster project, a lot involved. Is it the biggest project you've worked on?
Yeah, I think in terms of the amount of moving parts, the amount of output, the length of the shoot, without a doubt, yeah. So we were looking at 700 products, for which we needed to capture 2 videos and 4 stills, and all the output was going to go on their respective e-commerce sites.
I remember quite clearly in one of the first pre-production meetings when we were wrapping our heads around each different element involved, and we were going, okay, 3 weeks, 700 products, and someone did the maths and said, we've got 8 minutes to shoot each video total from start to finish.
And I think for video in the end, it ended up being half of that. Ended up being 4 minutes for a product because we had 2 very different styles of video to complete.
What was the biggest hurdle you saw early on in those meetings that we had to overcome?
More than anything, it is actually running video and stills simultaneously. They're produced very, very differently. You've got different equipment, different lighting, different requirements for how you go about doing it. And we soon realised that we were going to need a studio space where we could have 2 studios side by side. But I think the biggest challenge was really the logistical one of how do we create an efficient process that means we can get through all this in the time that we have, whilst also making sure the quality is always tip-top, always there, that's never dropping, and that actually we keep track of the products themselves.
We had a process in place, a sticker system where we'd mark off products that have already been captured for stills, video, for each of the brands. So by the end of it, a certain product would have up to 4 to 6 stickers based on what had been captured and not. Google Sheets live tracking as each team was working through products, the stills one side, video another side. We had a really good process down. But then it takes a crew to really action that and pull that off.
So you've got, as you say, lots of moving parts and lots of people responsible for their individual roles to make sure that everything runs as smoothly as possible. People were only focused on one thing. They had one responsibility. Obviously, the most important people were our photographer in the still studio and then our DOP in the video studio. We really wanted to enable those guys to just focus on the products in front of them and the shot that they're getting and making sure that's as good as possible. Not worry them with the logistics. Behind them, we've then got the directors who are sat by the monitor making sure that everything's looking perfect, beautiful, and the client's really happy. We've got people who are just there polishing jewelry. Obviously, we've got makeup artists, nail technicians. We're all about saving seconds because the more time we can save, the more time we can spend on the products. And then obviously, me and you trying to keep an eye on everything involved to make sure it's all running smoothly.
It's probably the first type of project we've done like this. What key learnings will you walk away with?
Maintaining a good atmosphere on set. I think approaching something big and logistically complex like this and managing it with cool heads and keeping things fun is really, really important.
How did it turn out in the end?
Yeah, we're really, really pleased. I think it looks amazing. It's really rewarding to see all the hard work. When you look after those little details and you go that extra mile to make sure everything is perfect, then whilst the consumer might not be able to appreciate the amount of work that's gone in, what they will be seeing is something that they're really happy with, and that's what's important.
I'm really excited to see this final product in the place it was always designed to be and see how the consumers respond to this.